So good morning, it's Wednesday and it's time for a Pure Effect Insta Live. I hope the connection will be good enough. Today's guest is Karin Stenmark. We'll talk some colorful fashion and yeah, here she is knocking on the door. Morgon Karin, är du där? Ja, sänd iväg. Nu får hämta lite kaffe. You can get some coffee or tea while waiting. We have a request here. Är du där? Morgon Maria. Vi ska se. Alltså ibland laggar det lite. Morning Karin.
God morgon.
God morgon. I did a mix of Swedish and English too this morning. You have to kind of turn off the brain on English, right? Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Super fine. I just have to address our English-speaking listeners. Maybe normally we do these lives in Swedish, or depends on the guest. But you're based in Sweden now, yes. Sending, I guess, from south of Stockholm-ish, Mariefred, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. But you really have an international crowd.
Yeah, I do. I have many followers from America, so that's really nice. So that's why I write all my content in English.
Yeah, I like that. But let's use some Swinglish or whatever we need to make ourselves understood. But can you tell something about that? Do you know why you have a crowd in the US? Have you been living there?
No, I've not been living there. I think when I started sharing my outfits, I think they have a little more of a colorful style, and I think that maybe they liked it, so they started following me. Many people around there, so yeah.
That's so cool, really. Yeah. I haven't introduced you properly, Karin. I would say you're really a slow fashionista, a colorful slow fashionista, a thrifter. Slow fashionista since 2000. Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry, I was just pushing something away. But you're really a slow fashionista. You discovered Pre-Loved in 2017. Is that right?
That's when I started only buying clothes secondhand. I started buying clothes secondhand first way back in 2008 when I had my first child. A friend took me to Myrorna in Skärholmen, and it's a charity shop, and she helped me to look in the thrift store, because when I used to go to thrift stores or charity shops, it would look very overwhelming. I didn't know where to start, so she helped me how to look. That's when it started, and I really liked it, and it developed my style. But back in 2017, I decided that I would only like to buy secondhand clothes.
Oh, so you're just pure secondhand these days?
Yeah, I am. Underwear or sometimes tights and stuff like that, I have to find new. And shoes, it's really difficult. I have large feet.
Yeah.
It's hard to find shoes. The shoes I buy, but I try to buy really good quality and take care of them so they last long.
Yeah. What size, I have to ask? I'm 40.
I'm 41.
Yeah, in shoes. Yeah. Okay, good to know. And since you show a lot of clothes on your Instagram, what size are your dresses?
I'm like 42 to 44 or 46, somewhere in the area. Yeah. So large to extra large. Yeah.
Because you have so much beautiful, a lot more colorful than I dress. But I get so much inspiration from your account. But I have to ask you then. There's so many questions in my head. You're a teacher too, right? Yeah. What subjects, I have to ask? Is it English, perhaps?
No, it's or I teach the youngest kids in school, so it's English, Swedish, like science, social studies, art, so music. So it's many subjects.
Yeah, and what ages? Is it like lågstadiet
Yeah,
or mellan?
it's
Yeah.
so they are like from 6 years to 9 years old.
Oh, the
Yeah,
cute ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
the huggy ones.
Yeah, yeah. But then, so that's your like your day job, and fashion has been your really your passion, I would say. And you decided, was it like a year ago, to start Stenmark's Archiv? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, it was about a year ago. I started in February, but I've been thinking about it a lot. And I haven't started it yet, but I really want to. I have a lot of vintage dresses, so I would like to be able to rent them out. So that's the next step in like Stenmark's Archiv, but I'm not there yet because the teaching job takes its parts, and I don't want. It has to be like I have to combine them and make them work. But yeah, I just decided I had a lot of clothes, and I really think I really enjoy searching for clothes, both online but mostly in thrift stores. So I started doing that because some people don't like that, and they want to have like secondhand to be more, how do you call it? Lättillgängligt. How do you say that?
Easy to find,
yeah, it's
or
more
like
easy to find. Thank you. So more easy to find. So I pick clothes out, and that's what I sell. Things that I would like to wear, or things that I really like, think look cool, or yeah, so stuff like that I like to sell.
And you do have a super cool vibe. I also have to say I love your music, but that's just a bonus on your content. But what is your hack then? Because I also find it a bit tricky sometimes to find the really good, like when you're, it's like a treasure hunt, right? And you like the hunt. But how do you do this? How do you enter a store? Like what tips and tricks did you get from your friend then back in 2008 when you entered Myrorna?
I think it is like you have to search for colors or fabrics you like, and I like things that are like these ruffles and stuff like that. So when I go to the rack, I don't go to the black section because I don't wear a lot of black, so I go to where I see colors. And another thing is you should always try things on, because I have some things that are for like small sizes, but I can still wear it. It depends on how you want the clothes to fit. So that's a good advice. And you should make like a mood board before, so you know what you like, what is your style. That is a good advice too, because otherwise you will come home with clothes that you won't use, and things you think will work with your existing wardrobe.
So my personal mood board would probably be more like black and white, something like that, and then I'll just have to go and check for and skip sizes. That's what you say too.
See how it fits. But sometimes I have large hips, so when the dress is like that, I don't take it to the dressing room. I use a measuring tape, because I don't want I don't want to stand there and it's like it doesn't fit. So that's what I do. I know my measurements, so I don't have to try everything on. So that's good advice too.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
I actually got stuck in a pair of pants last week. It was a zipper, I got. But then you mean you just take a tape and measure how wide?
Usually the thrift or store charity shops have, so you can borrow, but it's a good thing to have one in your bag, so when you go thrifting you can just use it to see, will this work? So it's good to know your measurements.
Oh, that's smart. Someone sometime told me that when I buy jeans I could fold them double and put them around my neck, and if it's so maybe I could find some. I haven't tried it though. Do you know anything like that?
No, I don't. And I'm not a jeans person, so if I would probably have a hack too. But it's difficult to try on jeans. But I don't know. But it might work. I'm sure if someone has tried it.
But I don't really understand what my neck has to do with my hips. So that must be really finding your personal. Like I know this is 23 centimeters, something like that.
Yeah, maybe that's.
But tell me something more about your dresses, because you practically always wear dresses, right?
Yeah, I mostly wear dresses. I started collecting vintage dresses back in 2008 because I don't know, I've always been drawn to that kind of how do you say, that style. I really like the vintage dresses and that they are unique. So I started collecting and I haven't been able to stop. So, and I have a favorite brand. Everybody knows it's Smarty of Sweden. So that I think I have 15 or 16 dresses in that from that brand.
Smart
and they
yarn.
Are,
What's that?
what did you say?
Smart
Yes,
yarn.
Smarty. Smarty.
Smarty. Also, some smart yarn. Is that garn in Swedish or?
No, I don't think so. It's just Smarty.
Smarty yarn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check them out. Yeah.
They're made in 70s because the brand started in 1973 and they stopped making dresses in 1991. But I can check the labels on those dresses and know that they are from the 70s because in the 80s they made a change in the label. So if you're a vintage nerd like I am, you know stuff like that too.
And would that be like the 70s? That's your best era? Do you always look for clothes in that time?
My favorite era, like in the end of the 60s and the beginning of the 70s. So that's my favorite era. But I also think they made beautiful dresses in the 40s and the 50s too. But right now, it's the end of the 60s, the beginning of the 70s. And most of my dresses are from that era too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have, I see a lot of garments there. Would you mind showing something?
Oh,
or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't mind. Oh, color popping.
Yeah, really colorful.
Yeah.
This is from Miami, I think or California. I'm not sure. It's from the late 60s. It's from California.
Yeah.
And it's really colorful and bright. And it's one of my favorite dresses.
But how do you know it's from the end of the 60s?
The dress model, the zipper, you can look at the zipper too. And the colors and the print is like typical 60s too. And you can also check the label.
Yeah.
Let's see if you see anything.
Yeah, sure.
So that's like clues to how old the dress is.
It's a bit being a detective then, right?
Yes, and that's what I like too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have.
It's so nice that you hang them around you. They're like interior details, your garments.
Yeah, those in the back, but those are too small.
Yeah.
So that's I think it's my favorite color, so they just hang on there.
Yeah.
Here's another one, and I really think this color is it's so different from things they create now, and I think that's what I like too, the uniqueness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What fabric is it? It looks a bit.
This is polyester, and the other dress was also polyester. The thing is, most of the dresses from that era is made by polyester, but I don't think we should create new clothes in polyester, but I do think we have to take care of the things that already been produced.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And yes, you might say that polyester has gotten a bad rumor because of the fast fashion, I guess, and the peak, and because it's, I guess, cheap to produce and so on. But can you feel the different qualities of polyester from back in the days and now?
Yeah, I can. I think it's really typical from one of these ultra fast fashion brands. You can almost, when you go to a thrift store, you can almost feel like, okay, this is from their era, because it's, I don't know, it's just thinner, and it feels really weird when you put your fingers on it. And I also think growing up, I used to play with my grandma's fabrics because she was a seamstress. So all these materials are like a memory for me. So that's why I think I really like vintage too. It's like going back to your childhood in some way.
Yeah, tell us more. Tell us about your grandma.
She was an amazing woman. She was a seamstress, and she did work on like people who had a hunchback because they couldn't find clothes in regular stores. So she had like area in Stockholm Östermalm, she would go to these ladies and make dresses for them because they couldn't find dresses in regular stores. So that's what she specialized in. So she she didn't have any prints to go after, so she had to make them like herself.
Yeah.
Really like.
There is a niche for everything, right?
Yeah.
You just have to, yeah. But you do some sewing. Do you say sewing?
Yeah.
To see
Yeah.
yourself. I saw one of the best things I've seen you wear is did you remember the Adidas dress on the event we went? Tell us what you did with that. It was really like, it was an Adidas sweater in the base.
Yeah, it was. I was looking to Pinterest at the best place to get inspiration, and I saw these dresses with like sporty shirts and like cute details. So I just wanted to make one myself. So I found a black t-shirt at a charity shop. And then I had black fabric at home. So I made like really puffy sleeves and a skirt. And I tried to make a collar too. It was my first, so it's a bit bumpy, but I think it's a learning process. I can go fetch it if you would like.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, go get it. Digging deep in the wardrobe. I can tell you folks listening, that there is also a hashtag. Karin, is it you do the Karin dress? What is your hashtag? Karin's dress archive.
Yeah, it's, if you translate it, it's a dress archive, but it's like in Swedish it's Karin's klänningsarkiv. So that's where I keep all my dresses.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yes. So it's really puffy sleeves, and there's the collar and the sleeve.
But isn't it something about the collision with different designs, the sporty vibe?
Yeah, I really like that. That was what I was drawn to. There were also like a lot of ruffles, but I didn't have a lot of the fabric, so I just knew I wanted really puffy sleeves and a skirt. So that's what most of the fabric went to.
Yeah,
and the color, of course.
And you can add that later.
Yeah.
It's part of the design, yeah. Right? You can choose color.
It's a process.
But would you say that this kind of remake, is that just passion driven, or tell us something? When do you do remakes? Or is it like namaste for you, just to sit down and sew?
Yeah, it's really passion driven because I can't make two items that are similar. It's like the fabric has to speak to me in some way to get inspired. I have some fabrics that I never do anything with, but if I'm in the thrift store and like look at fabrics and it's like, oh, I want to make this, then I know I will make it. So that's something too. And you have to feel like inspired to create something too. So yeah, it's really passion driven.
But you do for other people too? Could I ask you to do something, or for yourself?
I think since I'm so passion driven, it would be easier if someone said, could I buy that dress you made? Because I don't know if I'm capable of making the same dress again, because I never use prints, or I don't know what's called, patterns. I almost look at other clothes and just try to be creative in my mind and think, yeah, maybe that will work, and yeah, stuff like that. So it's difficult to make two garments that are the same.
But maybe you will rent them out at Stenmark's archive.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if we're the right size.
Yeah.
But tell us a bit about Stallarholmen then, where you have Stenmark's archive.
Yeah.
It's also in Mariefred.
Yes, it is. I work in Stallarholmen at the school there, and they have like I'm not sure, it's kind of a mall, but it's not the mall in like a regular way. They everything there is produced by people or secondhand or vintage. So I rent like a space in that store, and I have my clothes there and some jewelry and shoes and yeah, that stuff like that. Sorry, I lost the thread.
Sometimes you see these signs. Yeah. It became a thumb here. Why?
I don't know.
Do you understand it? It's just me. Yeah. That's better.
That's better. So I rent a space there where, and I work there like 2 days in a month. And on other weekends there are other people there, so it's open. But even when I'm not there, so we like delar, what's that? Like divide.
Share, yeah.
Yeah, share. That's better. We share on who's there and sell things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really brave of you, I think. That's a kind of an entrepreneur thing to share the stuff it's mainly the things that you thrift, like or curate. You curate your own clothes, alltså det här med engelska.
Next time, sweet.
But it's your pick, your choice of clothes that you display there, right?
I think some of them are vintage because I have a lot of vintage and I find a lot of vintage, and other things are like colorful or have something fun. I want some fun details and mostly colors, but I also have black clothes, but mostly it's clothes I think I would wear.
Yeah.
But also I choose clothes that I find interesting in some way. Yeah.
But since you're a teacher, I was thinking, Karin, how do you combine these worlds? Do you see any, can you use something from your fashion passion in your daily work and vice versa?
They're really small, but I know one of the parents are really glad because their daughter, I don't have her at the moment, but their daughter is really into secondhand fashion and style. And I also think I play soccer when I'm like out on recess, and I play soccer and I play them in my clothes that I wear too. So they like it. They think it's fun to see what I'm wearing, and sometimes they come, can you just choose something yellow tomorrow?
Also, they can make a choice.
My style, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you see any? I was just thinking of the attitude from the kids today towards secondhand and pre-loved. Well, do you see any differences over the decades, or?
I think my daughter is like 16 and she's really into secondhand too. So most of the clothes in her closet is bought secondhand. My son, it's more difficult because he has more of a picky taste, so it's difficult to find jeans for him. But t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff I can buy secondhand to him too. And I think a lot of young people really are into secondhand at the moment. I think. Yeah.
I'm thinking if it might have to do something also about what kind of person you are. It doesn't matter if it's secondhand, or it's more like when you mention your son, it's picky. If you want to explore your fashion like your daughter is doing, it sounds more like. But if you have a really set mind what you would like to wear, it's also about time. But I guess kids have time. I sometimes feel that I don't have the time to go thrift shopping. You have to be in that. You have to be in that mode. I think
because it takes time. You can't be like, I need red pants because that would work with a lot of things. It's not easy. You're not sure if you're gonna find red pants because maybe you find a pair but it's not in your size and it doesn't fit you. So it is difficult and it takes time. Yeah.
But where do you find your inspiration, Karin? Like I was gonna ask you if there is someone special person that you would like to sit down by a campfire, kind of having a beer or a glass of wine, or just chit-chatting too, that could be maybe a fashion inspiration, or would it rather discuss politics?
No, I think I was thinking about fashion, and I would like also music. I would like to sit down and talk with Florence Wells, the lead singer of Florence and the Machine, because she has really boho 70s style that I really like. But I think what's inspired me, I just think the clothes has to spark joy for me. I want to have fun with my style and express who I am. So I don't really know where I'm going. It's just like, oh, I really need this blouse with ruffles because it would work with a lot of things in my wardrobe. Yeah.
So it's never like you think what you'd like to wear. You feel what you'd like to wear. Or how is your morning process?
I used to be really good and like decide during the weekend and like, this is Monday, this is Tuesday and everything. But now I'm back to like going in and like seeing something. Oh yeah, I want that blouse. What should I wear? So it's more of the spur of the moment things at the moment.
Yeah, you're not so structured now, right?
No, I'm not.
Otherwise, it would be perfect on your wall there to have like the Monday dress, the Tuesday dress.
would be
Yeah.
perfect.
So we got the campfire discussion. I was also going to ask you if you have some, like if you spell out your dreams or tell your dreams, they tend to come true. Do you have like any dreams at the moment? What you'd like to be your next step, professional or private? Like dreaming big?
I think I really would like to start renting out my dresses, but I think it will take some time. And I really love being a teacher, but I also really would like to work more with like sustainability and stuff like that. But I really enjoy being a teacher too, so I'm not sure.
How did I forgot to ask you that. Hur blev du lärare? When when did you decide to become a teacher? Was that from you were a kid?
And no, it wasn't. I wanted to be a princess growing up. And I
Love
like
it.
to Carola. Oh, no. This wasn't my first choice. It started because after when I graduated, I didn't have anything to do. So my aunt called me. She's like, "Oh, we need substitute for school." And so we're like, "Okay, I can try that." And then I had like, well, things worked out good. They thought I was good with the kids, and yeah, I was good at my work. So then I started working as a substitute, and then I just decided, well, now I've been working for a substitute for so long, maybe I should educate myself in this area. So yeah, that's where it came from.
I was going to ask you also if you have any specific like life hacks, and it's like you mentioned some of them. Oh, you got hearts here also in the comments. Do you have any like life hacks for your everyday life or professional life being a teacher? I get to handle some kids too in my private life, so you might have some ideas how to take care of, or it might be fashion hacks too.
Yeah. Oh, not anything I can come up with at the moment, but I really like your stuff. It's really good. I always have like a little box of Perfects in my bag.
That's good.
So,
happy to hear.
So that's a good hack because I always tend to wear something white when it's like tomato sauce or something in the where we eat. So it's really good to have Perfects.
But you mean it works? Would you say it's 100%? Because sometimes I don't succeed with the tomato stains. Might depend on the fabric. It's good on polyester.
Yeah, polyester. Not on all stains, but on a lot of stains, I think it works.
Yeah. But we also got some hacks when it comes to thrifting already. But what's your best hack to make the kids become quiet in classroom?
I count down when they are had just left their stuff or something, and it's like I count down to 10 from 10 to 0, and they know when I'm at 0 it's supposed to be quiet. So yeah, stuff like that. Or you raise your finger like you have to talk to the kids first and like decide this is how we have to have like arbetsro. I don't know if that word.
Yeah, peace and quiet.
Yeah, peace and quiet. Because everybody has to be able to study, and how do we do that? And one of the things is because then they know what's expected of them. Okay, now I have to be quiet because she has something to say.
Yeah. Did you start like 10, 9?
Yeah, and then they run to their place to look at me because they have to make it before 0.
That's so cute.
Nothing
okay, I'll try.
But they really respect it.
I'll try that.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know if it works.
Maybe it's easier in a classroom where you have a lot of students and they see what others do. I don't think it will work on my own kids.
No, maybe not.
No.
But I can just picture you in your colorful dresses and that smile also in classroom. I can imagine you're a great teacher, Karin.
Oh, thank you.
Really. Well, we could go on it's like 10 sharp. We could go on for hours, I think. Anything you feel should be told in this like scattered conversation?
Not anything I can think of at the moment, but and I agree, we could talk for hours about this because this is so much fun.
Yeah, it was super generous of you to want to join the live, and I would really urge everyone to pop into your Instagram. Then it's Karin's vintage
style.
Karin's vintage style, and get some inspiration. forgot to ask you, how do you do Pinterest?